Hey everyone, welcome. Unfortunately, my co-host Rachel Payne cannot be here. She is ill, so keep her in your prayers. So what we're going to do today is talk about resilience. So this is our first refreshed, rejuvenated, if you will, Rise and Thrive podcast for 2026. It's going to be an exciting year. We're going to have guest speakers. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff going on. Today, we're going to talk from this book, First Responder Resilience. Now, this podcast is for anybody, no matter what they're doing in life, but for our veterans, our military, our first responders, our healthcare professionals, anybody on the front lines of service, we want you to know we appreciate all you do. We honor what you do, and we want to come alongside you. But many of us that are on the front lines of service, we get tired. We get weary. And it's hard to disengage. It's hard to take a break, if you will. So we're going to talk about resilience. This is chapter 6 in this book, First Responder Resilience, Caring for Public Servants. So we're going to dig right into this. And what does resilience mean? Here's the definition in this book. Resilience refers to the ability of an individual to bounce back during and after adversity. So when things are currently going bad, when you're struggling in life, how do you deal with it? Before, during, and after. I say before because if we prep for resilience, if we do the right things, if we take care of ourselves, that is going to help us when things get rough. And then how do we deal with it after those situations? So we're going to kind of look at resilience, and we're going to talk about some basic principles. Okay, this is not rocket science. This is basic 101, how to take care of yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about hydration and nutrition. Eating well takes effort, okay? It's easy to go to a drive-thru and grab something. It's another thing to prep for your meals, to cook your meals, and it's sometimes difficult to do that, especially when you're working crazy hours, okay? The most resilient people typically plan ahead and bring their own lunch or bring their own supper. And when you're taking care of yourself, I am telling you, it will help you be resilient. Okay? So our podcast is called Rise and Thrive. Sometimes for me, I rise 2 hours before I got to be somewhere, so I can plan the day, so I can prep for the day, so I can do some self-care. And then also getting rest is essential. I am telling you, last night, I think I woke up one time, and for me, that's really good. I had almost 4 hours of REM sleep. That was really good too. That is a way for your brain and your body to just rejuvenate, and it's very important. And I know the challenge is real when you're working crazy hours, if you're working overtime, if you have family at home, it is tough. In this day and age, we are pulled every direction we can be, but it's very important that we take care of ourselves. So first, drink water. I'm not telling you to just drink water because I don't, okay? But drink water, eat right, eat good foods. Very important, very important. And then exercise. Here's what this says. Exercising helps keep the brain fit. Exercising improves your mood. It creates creativity. Exercising helps you be a more creative person. It helps you to solve problems. And sleep patterns, it helps. Exercise also fights depression. So I think maybe we should exercise. And so I want to encourage you. My oldest brother, unfortunately he has passed away, but years ago his doc said, you need to lose weight. you need to start exercising. And my brother said, I don't like to exercise. He said, well, you need to do it because you're overweight, you're stressing your heart, you need to do something. So he started riding his bike. He got a bike, he rode it, he enjoyed it. He lived near Chicago. They had a lot of bike trails up there. There were 3 bike groups he was a part of, and he just started riding. He actually encouraged me to start tracking my biking miles and try to do better each year and all that good stuff. And so it helped him lose about 100 pounds, and he really enjoyed it. And it changed his mindset as well. And so exercising is very important, okay? Now find something you enjoy doing. If you enjoy going to the gym, go to the gym. I work out at home. I take my dog for a walk. I ride my bike. I have a bike on a trainer. So I enjoy being it's my time for self-care, and I really like to just exercise where there's not a lot of noise. So it gives me time to just chill, or maybe watch funny videos or catch up with my sports. Okay, so, and then moral strength. Resilient people are moral. They live with integrity and meaning in their lives. So now this doesn't mean we're perfect. Not at all. Being a person with morals doesn't mean you're perfect. It just means you have, if you will, an idea of the kind of life and kind of person you want to be. That doesn't mean you're always living that life. But it is important that we do our best to do the right thing. Compliance. I work in a healthcare setting when I'm not pastoring this church. Compliance means doing the right thing. And I think if that's our goal, if we're trying to do the right thing, I think that's very important. Here's a word I never could say. I've tried to say it. I'm going to try to say it right now. Altruism. It's altruism. ALTRUISM. It means that you want to help, heal, rescue, stop the evil, and protect the innocent. So for those of us that want to make a change in this life, in this world, whether it's for our kids, for our spouse, for our family, for others, we want to do something that's going to be positive. Why is that? Because it brings us joy. It brings us happiness. And so happiness, I love this, is a combination of genetics and outside factors. Resilient people are typically optimistic and happy people. And finally, faith. And I'm going to stop with this. As a minister here at Ozark Christian Church, where we record these podcasts, faith is very important to me. No, I'm not perfect. No. I mean, there are times where I fall short. And whatever your faith is, let it be a part of your life. Feed into it. Engage with it. Don't just ignore it. People who have faith possess an inner peace. Well, let me say it this way. I believe this. If you engage with your faith, I believe that when you're going through some challenging times, you can have a hope for a better tomorrow. So I want to conclude with this, to remember to do these basics. Drink fluids, preferably water. I would say stay away from alcohol. This has nothing to do with actually morality or anything like that. Alcohol it can drain you, okay? And let's face it, it can lead to other things. So drink fluids that are healthy for you, eat right, okay? And try to sleep, try to rest, try to disengage. And you can disengage by maybe exercising, taking your dog for a walk, taking your kids out for a walk, shoveling the snow in the winter, doing something, okay, that will help you relax. And then if you're a person of faith, engage with that faith. Let it be a part of your daily life. Well, this is Kerry, and hope to have our co-host Rachel back next time. But we want you to know it might be challenging, it might be hard at times, but we believe that you can rise and thrive no matter the occasion. So we'll see you next time. Have a great day.